Alright, if you clicked over from the last video, welcome back. And if you didn't, what you're jumping into basically is I went on a couple of Better World Books shopping sprees, just a little bit. So this is part 2 of the sort of compilation of all the books that have just been stacking up that came from Better World Books. So this order just came, and it's a big one, and I haven't opened it yet. And because it was, you know, kind of impulse buy stuff, I'm probably going to forget some of the things that were in here and be delightfully surprised. And let's get to it. Probably should have opened the box. Where are my scissors? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that too. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Alright, first up, Scarlet, which has been on my wish list forever, and so many of you have told me I need to pick up a copy of. It is a retelling of the sort of Robin Hood mythology, and I've honestly heard nothing but good. Like, literally, I don't think I've heard a bad thing about this book. So, yeah, it was time. I've already mentioned, too, that I like daggers on covers. Also, I mentioned buzzwords in the last video, and I'm going to mention it again, too, and this is probably my biggest one. And that's gender bender. Scarlet is in disguise as a boy. And you know I can't resist a good gender bending story. After that we have Revenge of the Girl with a Great Personality by Elizabeth Eulberg. I talked about this one recently and how I absolutely love the title. It's just such a good title. And how Elizabeth Eulberg is really great, fun, contemporary reads. So even though I don't generally crave contemporary, when I do it tends to be just very fun, and Elizabeth Eulberg is fun. So talking about this one in a recent video made me realize I should probably pick up a copy. So I did. The Boneshaker by Kate Milford. When I was shopping for this haul, it was one of their rare, like, percentage off of all used books that ship from them and not just the bargain books, which are the sales that I tend to go crazy on because I hate digging through a bargain bin unless I just have time to kill. I would much rather be able to just find the books that I want and buy them. So I took it as an opportunity to go through my wish list on Goodreads and my various books marked to read and, you know, see what I could find. And this was on my wish list and I didn't actually remember it. So I clicked over, sort of looked into what it was about again and read some of the reviews, and they were all fantastic. So went, found a copy, and we'll see how long it is before I forget about it again, but hopefully I'll actually remember and read it. 10 by Gretchen McNeil. This is the second book I own by her. I also own Possess and have not read either, but something about them just makes me think that I will definitely like them, and I like her. I've liked her vlogs, I like her sort of online presence. She seems like, you know, a person whose style I would like. Could be wrong, you never know, but enough to intrigue me, let's say. And I've heard good things about her writing in general. I don't often crave horror. That was kind of a phase that I went through as a kid and then burned myself out on it, but every now and then, you know, it's nice to have a good thrills and chills book. And if it's a good one, then it's nice all the time. Palace of Spies by Sarah Zattel, which I don't know a ton about other than that when I was at ALA last year, they had a big poster up for this and I fell in love with it. It's just quirky and fantastic. So it's been kind of on my radar as a result, and when I found it and realized how cheap it was going to be, I figured why not. Oh, I forgot about this one. Premeditated by Josen L. McQueen, which I've talked about before because I think this is one of the most fantastic cover designs, and I hadn't seen the back yet, so fantastic all the way around. Just sounds really good. I like revenge stories, and this is a revenge story. So, again, another buzzword. I don't know if that ended up in the buzzwords book chat, but if not, it should have. I haven't heard too much as far as feedback goes on this one. The synopsis and the cover alone were pretty much enough to ensure that it would end up on my shelves at some point. Kill Me Softly by Sarah Cross, which I have been meaning to get since it came out. This is a fairy tale retelling, and actually I think it might be a retelling of numerous fairy tales, kind of a mashup. And I've heard really good things and have had Sarah in Fairy Tale Fortnite. But yeah, I've basically been meaning to get it forever, since well before it was even a possibility. You know, as soon as there were talks with Sarah and kind of chatting with her and whatever. Anyway, it needed to be on my shelves. Oh, I forgot about this. Spellbound by Rachel Hawkins, which is the final book in the Hex Hall series. And I've talked about these. I loved Hex Hall. Rachel Hawkins is a little bit my spirit animal. These are always good fun, perfect summer reads. So this, even though I have a crazy busy summer ahead of me and probably don't have time, this is probably going to be worked in fairly soonish. And in fact, that's how I read Hex Hall, was sitting right outside of my back porch in the sun, Instagramming the whole thing, and just cackling, probably making my neighbors think I was crazy, but it was just so fun. And lastly, Let the Sky Fall by Shannon Messenger. I don't know too much about this other than that the cover's really pretty, and again, I kind of like Shannon's presence online, and I have heard good feedback and seem to have a lot of friends that are fans of hers. So even though I don't know too much, and even though it has a blurb by Becca Fitzpatrick, and we just won't go there, I thought I'd give it a shot and see what I think. And all of the buzz about, you know, the upcoming books. What's the new one? I don't remember the new one's name. Let the something something. Whatever, I don't remember. But the buzz surrounding it has been super eager and positive, so that kind of signals to me that this must be worth a shot. And it's pretty. Alright, so that was all for this haul. Let me know what you think of the books that I got in the comments. And if you missed the first haul and want to see the other books that I got recently from Better World Books, you can find that video here. And if you've read any of them, make sure you let me know what you think. But that is all for now. As always, thanks for watching and happy reading. This is probably my big... How do you say her name? Welcome to my brain, y'all.